Hey guys, what's up? Just trying to get this out here as soon as I can. Whoever's listening, thank you. I am gonna try and rush through this to get to the main event. Hope the excitement on my through my voice isn't too obvious of what happened. WWE Money in the Bank just went off the air about 2 minutes ago, and let's just start going through this. Pyro goes off. They got a nice stage design, and immediately start looking for Colt Cabana, big Colt Cabana mark, and so right off the bat, we jump right into the Smackdown Money in the Bank match. Um, we got Daniel Bryan, Justin Gabriel, Heath Slater, Sin Cara, Sheamus, Kane, Wade Barrett, and Cody Rhodes. Definitely a great Money in the Bank match. Great way to start the show. Starting it off is just the traditional battling it out. Then they get into the spots. Within, I'd say, 30 seconds or so, there was some sick dives from Bryan, Gabriel, Slater, and Sin Cara, including Gabriel doing a swanton bomb over the top rope. Very nice move. Sin Cara also did a top rope flip. He did the top rope C4, the top rope flip bottom a little later on to Daniel Bryan. Sin Cara got some very good reactions, and he also looked pretty damn good in this match for being labeled a botch, just a botch fest and everything. Later on, a ladder was placed on the apron and an announce table, and eventually it led to Sheamus powerbombing Sin Cara off the apron through the ladder. WWE definitely did a good job of hiding the fact that it was wooden as opposed to previous times. Sheamus got a huge pop from that, and that was the last time we saw Sin Cara in this match. He was removed via EMTs. Kind of a sour point, but he got all the stuff in that he was going to, and you can tell that WWE doesn't still really trust him. Sheamus goes on the attack with the ladder, brings the first one into the ring. Kane comes in, starts getting the edge and taking people out. They show Sin Cara being taken out, as I said. Then the former core members, Wade Barrett, Justin Gabriel, and Heath Slater, begin to team up and assault Kane. Barrett begins to climb, and the two other guys turn on him. There's some more back and forth stuff there. At that point, I will admit, Austin Aries won't approve, but I was watching via stream, and it did cut out. As it came back, Sheamus was climbing up the ladder with one set on a lower rung of the ladder and balanced on the first turnbuckle. And Kane ended up choke slamming him onto it. Looked pretty brutal, and got a nice reaction. Kane got attacked by Cody Rhodes, Wade Barrett, and Justin Gabriel. Cody Rhodes hit his kick, Wade Barrett hit the waistland, and then Gabriel hit a 450 splash off a ladder which was in the second turnbuckle, which was pretty great. Good chance starting there. Barrett then hit Gabriel with the waistland. He sent him over the top rope and on to Heath Slater. Rhodes and Barrett started trading, and it ended up with Barrett, Bryan, and Cody Rhodes on top of the ladder. Daniel Bryan fights them off, and surprisingly, I don't think anyone expected this, but Daniel Bryan is the SmackDown Money in the Bank winner, and definitely a great match. I mean, I didn't get to see all of it, so I'll definitely be rewatching it, but definitely shocking that Daniel Bryan got the briefcase. Jump right into the second match. It was Kelly taking on Brie Bella. Like I said, my stream went out again, and came on midway through this match, which, thank God. I cannot stand WWE Divas matches or even TNA, especially once Kelly botched a simple bulldog. I noticed Eve was at ringside for Kelly, and if it's not like an actual women's wrestling league like Shimmer, I just don't care for it. And Kelly got the win with the rocker dropper to retain the title. We got a SummerSlam ad after that, and it's going to be August 14th in Los Angeles for the third year in a row. The event has become exclusive to Los Angeles. Kind of disappointing to me. I always wanted to go to a SummerSlam, but yeah, it's a good location for it though. And then we had the Battle of the Beast, Mark Henry and the Big Show. A good match for what it was expected to be. Between two guys this size, it was a brawl. Big Show did hit a lot of flying shoulder blocks like he would do back in the late 90s and early 2000s. At one point, it looked like both men were going to put each other through the Spanish announce table. Neither man did. It also eventually led Mark Henry to drop kick the steel steps to the Big Show's knee, which was pretty damn funny. Henry really worked on the knee the entire match, including using a Achilles lock / half crab. Show went for the chokeslam numerous times, but Henry just completely overpowered him. He hit multiple World's Strongest Slams, splashed him 2 times, and got the win. It was short, good timing though. If that match went too long, people would have gotten bored, and that was definitely a hot crowd. After the match, Henry grabs a chair, puts it on Big Show's ankle. It's funny though, here comes Botchamania. He put it on the wrong ankle, switches it over, and then goes up to the second rope and does an old school Vader bomb onto it. Big Show sells the injury. And for the second match, or for the second match of the night, second time, someone gets stretchered out. Big Show goes out on a medical cart. They re-show the bomb numerous times, and as Big Show's being wheeled out, CM Punk chants start. As that happens, it cuts back to Vince McMahon backstage with John Laurinaitis and one other WWE staff member. Vince is interviewed by Josh Matthews saying Punk has not resigned the company, that he blames Cena for all this, and that he says if Punk leaves the building that Cena will have to deal with him personally. And at that point, I'm still thinking the Money in the Bank winner will cash in. And speaking of Money in the Bank, up next was the Raw match. You had Alberto Del Rio, Rey Mysterio, Kofi Kingston, Jack Swagger, Evan Bourne, R-Truth, Alex Riley, and The Miz. Cool little note before the match, Alberto came out in a 2008 Lamborghini. Absolutely beautiful car. No Ricardo Rodriguez, that was a bit disappointing. Part of me did think Evan Bourne would pull the upset in this match, but we'll see what happened there. And as every man came down to the ring, they always grabbed a ladder. So the match started with 8 men in the ring with a ladder. Del Rio got mauled pretty much immediately. The standard, multiple man ladder match, kind of back and forth action. At one point, it set up another diving spot involving Kofi Kingston, Rey Mysterio, and Bourne doing a shooting star press off the ladder while it was on the outside. Very reminiscent of Jeff Hardy. Back in the ring, a bunch of people were climbing on the ladder. The Miz fell off the ladder. Looked like he really messed up his knee. I just watched WWF Ground Zero 1997, and it looked like a very similar injury that one of the competitors there suffered, where he dislocated his kneecap. So I definitely thought that would be it for Miz. A lot more trading back and forth. Bourne and Ray both hit double Hurricane Ranas off a ladder to Alberto and R-Truth. Swagger and Kofi began to trade. Riley at one point went up for the case. He was stopped by Swagger, and Truth dumped him off the ladder. And once again, my stream cut out. Thank you, Austin Aries. And when it came back, just a few more spots took place. It led to The Miz hobbling back down to the ring as fast as he could. When everyone else was down, he was cut off by Rey Mysterio and powerbombed off the ladder. And just a few minutes later, you have your winner, Alberto Del Rio. To me, it really makes no sense to have Alberto win. He was already declared #1 contender, but I guess it is what it is. Then up next, you had your WWF World Heavyweight Title match. A great match between Christian and Randy Orton. Christian just played the mind game so well. Some great back and forth action. A lot of finisher counters between the RKO and the kill switch. Both men controlled the match pretty evenly. Booker T on commentary was very funny during this match with all the near falls. Orton hit most of his signature moves. At one point, he went for a punt. Christian missed it. And Orton had a power slam. He followed it up with the rope hung DDT. Orton stalked him a bit, went for the RKO. Christian pushed him away. Christian backed up into the corner. Orton followed him there. Christian spit in his face. And like old school Ken Shamrock, Orton snapped, started beating the hell out of him. And it even led to Orton just kicking Christian flat out and with a low blow. And due to the stipulation of if there was a disqualification, Christian is your new World Heavyweight Champion. They sold it great mentality and psychology in that match. Not the biggest fan of Randy Orton, but they both did really good here. They went to cut to the replay, but immediately Orton began attacking Christian again. Orton hit him with the Spanish announce table monitor, and then RKO'd him on the announce table. It did not budge one bit, and Orton went to walk up the ramp. He turned around, came back, and RKO'd him on the table for a second time. Still didn't budge. So, looks like that Orton Christian feud is going to continue, which is good. I haven't watched Smackdown much, but that's been a good feud. And just a hell of a performance by both guys. At that point, proved to me that Christian is still one of the best heels in wrestling, and he has been for a long time. Christian becomes the fourth man helped to the back, and that, I guess, was to prove the dangerous nature of the pay-per-view. And after they hype SummerSlam once again, CM Punk chant starts, and then they cut to the graphic where they show both competitors' face. They show Cena's, you hear women and kids, you see Punk's face, and the crowd just goes berserk